Hi everybody, welcome to our Cards Call Tarot. This is Melody. This video is for the star sign of Libra for the month of August. Alright, so I want to apologize for getting these videos done so late. I was having some technical difficulties, which I cleared up. So now I'm able to start my videos again. So let's go ahead and pull some overall energy for you, Libra. What's Libra's overall energy look like for the month of August? All right, so there's the two cards I wanted to pull. So let's see what they are. So we have Spirit of the Giraffe coming through. Perception, foresight, and advantage. So Libra, you got a bit of an advantage to perhaps see something from a higher perspective. You have the giraffe coming through. The giraffe, if you want to look up and see what the spirit animal of the giraffe means to you. And cross, spirit of the cross, burden, hardships, and lessons. So I kind of feel like you may have a bit of an advantage to see these burdens and these lessons from a higher perspective. It's like you have that advantage to understand why you had to carry that cross. And I feel like in the month of August is an awesome month to come to that understanding. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and do the Celtic cross spread, and we're going to do these cards are Spirits of Darkness and Light by Mystic Moon Oracles, and we're going to use the Angel Tarot and of course the Crow Tarot. And what we're going to do is a Celtic cross spread. We're laying the Angel Tarot down first, and then we're going to use the Crow Tarot as a clarifier for your Celtic cross spread. Alright, so I kind of like that system, so we're going to go ahead and stick with it again this month and see what is going on for Libra. So let's go ahead and cut the deck for Libra. Alright, so one off the bottom for the underlining. Oh. Alright, so let's go ahead and shuffle up the Crow Tarot. Crow Tarot for Libra for the month of August. Crow Tarot for the star sign of Libra for the month of August. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and lay out the angel cards here. Libras. Okay, so your cards are laid out. So let's go ahead and see what the underlining energy, this is the overall. Let's see what the underlining energy is. Okay, so we have the Judgment card coming out, and it's the card, it says renewal. Review and evaluate. All right, exactly. You're going to have the advantage to review and evaluate what all these lessons were, why you were carrying this cross. What is the burden that could be holding you back, all right? And they're telling you, you're going to review that, and you're going to know what it is, because you're going to have the advantage to see something from that higher perspective because of all the angels that are around you. You are loaded with angels, and especially Archangel Jeremiah is coming to the forefront and telling you, Libra, I am here. I am here. It is time to move in a different direction. There's something new coming. All right, and look at this, King of Wands energy. Again, reviewing that. And if you look, the crow is looking right over at that cross. So that's what you're doing. You're reviewing what was out of balance and what needed to come back into alignment. Why you were having this burden. Why was you carrying this cross? you're reviewing that, and then you're going to, once you get done reviewing that and you start seeing something from that higher perspective, you're going to let it go. You're going to let it go, and you're going to move forward, because that's what the Judgment card is. They're bringing things up that you thought were dead and gone that weren't. They're bringing it up to the surface so that you can let it go. They have the King of Wands here, somebody who is action oriented, somebody who owns their power, somebody who's balanced, masculine and feminine energy, and they have their crown on, so they're wearing their crown proudly. They have the advantage through their crown chakra to see something from that higher perspective, see why you were carrying that cross of burdens. And Spirit is, your angel team is bringing that up to the surface, bringing that up so that you can balance it and move forward. All right, so beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards and see what is going on. All right, so starting with where you are currently at, Libra. Where are you currently at? Queen of Water. So the Queen of Water is, I feel like you're tapped into your intuition right off the bat. With the Queen of Water, I feel like you're very, very sensitive in the month of August. So let's clarify that. I love Spirit. Queen of Cups twice. So you're very super sensitive. I feel like with the Queen of Cups coming up twice, I feel like you've been carrying this burden within your emotions for a while, is what I feel. I feel like that's where your burden is. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Look, twice, the Queen of Cups twice, on the top of two different decks. Spirit is really, really addressing this. It's your emotions that are the burden. You really need to tap into the sensitive side of yourself, Libra. I feel like it is very, very important. It also could have something to do with a particular person in your life as well, with the Queen coming out twice. But I feel like there's a strong energy of you needing to tap into the feminine side of yourself. I also feel too, with the two queens coming out together in the current moment, I feel like you're feeling somebody else's energy, perhaps a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because that's what the Queen of Cups reference is. That's their signs. They are attached to the Queen of Cups. So I just feel like, it's like you're becoming more empathetic. You're trusting your intuition. Again, you got this higher advantage to see something from this higher perspective, to see something from a foresight that maybe not everybody carries. All right. So you are in this energy of being more empathetic, more patient, more loving by tapping into your emotions. And I feel like the reason why it's in the current circumstances is because we're in that full moon in Aquarius energy. And it may be forcing you, Libra, to tap into the sensitive side of yourself and be more empathetic to your emotions, maybe to people around you as well. All right, so what is challenging you? The King of Air. So you're being challenged. It's like your own higher self is challenging you, is what I want to say. Yeah, there you go. You are being challenged to be able to speak from your heart, is what I feel with the Ace of Cups. You're being challenged to communicate more from your heart space, to be more in your feels, be more empathetic empathetic to yourself and to the people around you. This is something new for you. I feel like, you need to raise your self-esteem. You need to feel worthy is what I feel. But more than anything, you need to tap into your emotions. I feel like that's very, very important for you this month, Libra. I feel like you need to learn how to communicate more from emotional side, because the King of Air is somebody who is they're more in their head about things. But it says balance mental and emotional considerations. I just feel like sorry, I feel like you need to speak your mind, but you need to be more emotional is what I feel, because I kind of feel like when you speak your mind, you're not very empathetic is what I feel. It's like you don't know how to show emotions, and you're being challenged to tap into that more empathetic energy. That's why I got the Queen of Cups twice in your present energy. So you're being challenged to communicate how you feel, to be more empathetic, to be more in your feelings. All right, that's beautiful. So what is the root of your current situation? Yeah, the Six of Air. You got air energy coming through pretty heavy here. Air energy is Libra. That's you, Libra. You're an air sign. So the root of your current situation is, oh yeah, things are looking up the end of a difficult situation and taking a trip. And then we have the Empress coming through. So I feel like you are doing some major healing within your emotions. I feel like you're moving out of that burden ship when it comes to your emotions. You're moving out of that. You're moving into a smoother emotional energy. I feel like with the Empress here, I feel like you're coming into alignment with your emotions within your soul. You're releasing that heavy burdens. It's like you got your archangels around you to help you review them emotions so that you can move forward with the Six of Swords. Move forward. And then you have the Empress coming through. So the Empress is the ultimate divine feminine. That could be why you're standing in the present moment in the double queen here, because you are healing them emotions. You are going deep within your soul, and you are realizing what was out of balance, what needed to end, what was causing this burden. And it was all about your feels, Libra. All about your feels. There's a lot of loving water energy. That's what I'm trying to spell. There's a lot of watery energy. So I feel, the Empress is rules the planet Venus. Venus is moving into Cancer. Cancer is the Queen of Cups energy. So I feel like with the full moon in Aquarius and Venus moving into Cancer, it's making you go deep within these emotions and bring up the things that you've been holding on to, why you wasn't able to tap into them emotions, why, what was holding you back. Like, I feel like you're really digging deep in. All right. So let's go ahead and see, what are you leaving behind? We got the Nine of Air. Okay. So the Nine of Air is fear, anxiety, the self-prophesied stories that you tell yourself, staying up late at night, the nightmares that your mental body is feeding you. Yep. And Temperance. So the Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. You got the King of Wands coming out and underlining energy. So you could very well have Sagittarian somewhere in your chart. All right. So there you are, balancing that mental body. You are healing them fears with the Temperance coming out. And you are balancing your mental and emotional body leaving July and coming into August. Beautiful. All right. So You're in this energy of tempering your mental body with your emotional body and balancing them out. Hence why you are being challenged as the King of Air to communicate more on an emotional level versus an unemotional level. Because I often see the King of Air who, yeah, they're blunt with their words, they're very truthful, they're honest, but they don't know, they're not very emotional, they don't care about feelings. Well, I feel like you're being challenged, Libra, to tap in and start communicating more on that emotional level. Start caring about your feelings, bringing these feelings up to the surface. All right, so that's why you're leaving July. We're leaving that fear behind, and you're healing that mental body by facing these burdens and these hardships that you've been carrying for a while. All right, and now you are healing the mental body, balancing the mental and emotional body, and tempering things. And Spirit is telling you it is time. All right, all right, so let's keep moving. What are you thinking about? Yeah, we have the moon, the moon's energy. So with the moon coming in your crown area about what you're thinking about, I feel like the moon is very, very significant to this change. The moon is forcing your head to face them burdens that you've got locked up inside of there. Why can't you tap into them emotions? What is holding you back? So you are definitely confronting your shadows. You're confronting them lessons, the hardships, the burden of carrying that cross that you've been carrying for a while. You are facing them shadows. You also very well could be having dreams as well. So let's see, clarify here. Yeah. So now we have the Five of Swords. So what are you reviewing? This Five of Swords energy, the way you communicate, things that perhaps were communicated. Maybe you're reviewing a conversation that you and somebody else had, or perhaps conversations that you've had with particular people. You're reviewing that, and that's why you're being challenged to communicate more from your heart space. To tap into them emotions. It's okay to tell the truth, but when you tell the truth on an emotional level and you care more about somebody's feelings and your feelings specifically, you'll see it will get you so much further. So the full moon in Aquarius, I feel, is very significant for you, but we also have the new moon that's coming at the end of the month. So the moon's energy is very significant for you. So we have the Five of Swords here. Again, you're facing the darkness of how to communicate more from an emotional level. So what you're doing is you're facing all them conversations, all them hurts that you've caused. If you look on there, there is two crows dead and one standing there with a sword. And you got two flying away. So I feel like it's not just with one person. It's how you communicate to everybody. The lack of emotions, the lack of caring what you say. It's like, I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me kind of energy. And I'm going to push you to walk away so that I don't have to, so that you don't hurt me. And I feel like that's exactly what you're facing, the darkness that you are facing. All right, so what's coming towards you? The Three of Water. So the Three of Water is that energy of sending an invitation out. Maybe you want to be social. You want to go invite somebody out for coffee. Maybe take them out to dinner. Celebrating something. Maybe a reason to celebrate something. And look at this. We have the Eight of Cups. The 8 and the 3 is an 11. So what are you doing in the month of August is you are mastering something. You are mastering your own emotions is what I feel by walking away from third-party situations. But I also feel too, for some of you, you're going to celebrate this walking away from the burdens is what I feel. Walking away from them burdens and evolving. And you're going to celebrate that. You're going to celebrate the mastery of knowing what them burdens were, facing them head on, and walking away from them is what I feel. So you got to take that message as it resonates. I kind of feel like it's a little bit of both. Because sometimes when we don't want to face our emotions, we have the tendency to shove people away and move on to the next person. And then whenever they start tapping in and you start getting feelings, then you want to push them away and move on to the next person. That's why I said about the third party situation. You're going to master that by walking away from the third party situations, and you're going to want to celebrate walking away from the burdens, the hardships, the spirit of the cross, because you're going to have that higher perception, because the moon and your angels are going to show them to you is what I feel. So how are you viewing yourself? And look at this, we got the strength card. So you're viewing yourself as having that inner strength and that courage. And look at this. We got a couple on the table. King and the Queen of Cups. Let me grab that card. All right, so how are you seeing yourself? Having the strength to get yourself together. You are seeing yourself as mastering your emotions, balancing out your mental body and your emotional body, and tapping into that inner strength to do so. I feel like you are releasing that hardships. You're releasing the burdens, the lessons with that inner strength energy. And that's bringing you into balance within your masculine and feminine energies. It's making you feel like more in your feels where you wasn't in your feels before. You were just, I'm telling you, you were truthful, but you were blunt and you sliced with your words. You were too cutting with your words before. Now when you communicate, Libra, you're going to be balanced. You're going to be able to communicate from a more balanced energy. You're going to care about what you say. You're going to, temper them emotions and that mental body. You're going to tap into that inner strength. And this is how you're seeing yourself. Tapping into that inner strength to release them burdens, because you got the higher advantage from doing so with that moon's energy, mastering them emotions. You're going to master evolving, and you're going to want to celebrate that. All right. So what's the outside influences? Page of Air. So the Page of Air is an observation. And what are you doing? Spirit is causing you to observe that heavy energy is what I feel. You're observing, Spirit is causing you to observe that heavy energy so that you can release it. And I feel like, again, the outside influences is your angels. Your angels are forcing you. They're forcing you. Archangel Ariel, Archangel Haniel, Jeremiah, they're all coming through, and they're helping you. They're helping you to see these heavy burdens. What needs to balance out? What do you need to move away from? So all of your angels and your spirit team is around you, helping you to master your emotions, to become emotionally mature, to walk away from this heavy energy and celebrate the fact that you can, is what I feel. So what is your hopes and fears? We have the Seven of Earth. All right, so let's see. Look at this. We got the Tower coming through. So what I feel is you're hoping that with the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is about being patient. I feel like you're reviewing things. You're reviewing this Tower moment. You're reviewing that old paradigm and how it doesn't work for you no more. You know the divine has to intervene, and you're being very patient with that, is what I feel. You're being very patient with the review process of that old that is crumbling away, so that you can celebrate this new energy, celebrate walking away and evolving. The tower moment had to happen. The spirit team intervened to force you to review. They forced you to review. Okay? Seeds while planted, a temporary pause in action and unnecessary worry. So I feel like the divine intervened to show you again at the end of July, showed you that this worry and this fear was unnecessary, and they gave you a higher advantage to balance out and temper your mental body and your emotional body through divine intervention. The divine forced you to review that fear, unnecessary worry. And I feel like through that review of seeing the burdens and all that, that old paradigm come crumbling down around you. So when you move forward and you start rebuilding, you're going to build from a more stable energy. You're going to be able to put a little bit of love into that foundation now. All right, you're going to put love into that foundation. It's not going to crumble. It's going to be built more sturdy within your reality, is what I feel. So what's the outcome? We got the Hierophant unity. So I feel like you and your person are going to come into union. I feel like traditional viewpoints and methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded individuals. So we got Archangel Sandalphon coming in. That's probably who caused your tower moment, is what I feel. Archangel Sandalphon caused that tower moment for you. I feel like with the Hierophant coming out, you're going to see both sides of the situation. You're going to see both sides of the whole situation. All right. And you're going to gain that wisdom and knowledge of what needs to be released. All right. And I kind of feel like you may be seeking out some advice somewhere. Let's see. Oh, yep, the Chariot. So I feel like what you're seeking out is how to balance out your masculine and feminine energies, how to mature, how to let that past go, how to communicate from a more emotional heart space. All right. So I feel like with two major arcanas coming out, I feel like this is a very important step on your journey. Is gaining that wisdom and knowledge of how to balance yourself out and move forward on your spiritual path, Libra. That's what I feel. So there's a lot of Cancerian energy. There's a lot of fire energy. So there's a lot of fire and water and air mixed up in this energy. All right. So now we're going to see what's going on with love for you. What's going on with love for Libra? What's going on for love for Libra? Love for Libra for the month of August. What's going on for love for Libra? These are the Divine Energy Oracle cards. What's going on with love for Libra? So, you're saying no to something. The divine energy is you are saying no to something. And what I feel you're saying no to is these heavy burdens that are caused between this relationship. So let's go ahead and pull some arrows of love. What is Libra saying no to? What is Libra saying no to? Libra, what are they saying no to when it comes to love? Saying no to third-party situations, things that are interfering within your relationship. So that's what you're going to say no to. Again, back to what is coming towards you. Walking away from third-party situations. Mastering them emotions. Mastering evolving. So what are you saying no to? Third-party situations. You are letting that go. You are walking away from it. Yep. Because it's like Your heart is crying the blues, is what I feel. This third party situation is it's breaking your heart. It's causing your heart to be blue. It's, it's causing the burdens. It's causing the hardships. And that's why you're in a period of reviewing that energy, gaining that wisdom and knowledge, balancing out that balancing out your mental body. So you're realizing that here you are is the Queen and the King of Cups. You're realizing that there's a specific person for you. There's a specific person for you, and that there is a higher purpose to this connection. And that's why it is so important that you two match vibrations. All right. So I kind of feel like that's where you need to be a little bit more empathetic to both sides of the situation. All right. So I feel like you're realizing you're saying no to the interference between you and another person. All right. You're saying no to third party situations because all they do is keep you blue. All right. And you're understanding that there's a specific connection that is involved within your higher purpose. That's what I feel. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify. Say no, interference, heart storm, and higher purpose for Libra. Clarify, please. Yeah. So you're going to complete this cycle within your emotions is what I feel. There's a completion of a cycle. Again, the moon sticking out. So I feel like the full moon is going to help complete this cycle for you. Wait a minute, a card flipped over. Yep, there's that moon's energy again. Big dreams. I kind of feel like you're going to tap into your emotions and realize where your dreams lie. So there's a lot of moon energy coming through this reading. I feel the moons are very significant to you, Libra. Yeah. And there's this energy of being patient, and we got that already. The outside influences is helping you to be more patient through this review process. And I kind of feel like this is that inner child that wants to come out and play and have fun. And I feel like that's part of the reason why you are the way you are. Because perhaps you grew up with them cutting words. You never really knew love growing up. You didn't know how to show it. You never got it. Anything that was ever said to you, it's like it took another slice into your soul is what I feel. Yeah, then we got pride and ego. For some reason, they wanted me to look at that. So it's all about your pride and ego. I feel that could be interfering within this relationship. It was all about that third party situation stroked your ego. It made you prideful like that peacock. You strutted your tail feathers. And now it's time to say no to that ego energy, that interfering energy. So what are you showing, Libra? All right. So we have mushroom, dreamy. Again, big dreams. So there's a dreamy energy. We got pen and create. So I feel like you're able to create your dreams in the month of August. The end of, you got the urn and mourning. I feel like there's going to be no more mourning. You're going to put an ending to that energy. I see the mourning card as the grief energy. I also see the urn as things that have died, things that have purified. And now look, you got luck, so you're going to be lucky. And you got the eternal flame. You're going to relight that flame within your soul. You're going to feel more lucky in being able to create your dreams into your reality. All right. And now we have umbrella, shelter. So it's like you're going to come out of being sheltered, come out of sheltering yourself, your heart, your throat, being able to communicate from that more emotional energy, being able to have that higher advantage to see what needs to end with that urn there. All right, so let's go ahead and pull an archangel message for Libra as a final message for your monthly energy. So we have Archangel Shamuel. Career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So that could be why you have got the Unity card out here. Maybe you're gonna step into teacher mode and teach other people about how your path and how you had to balance yourself out to move forward. I feel like that is part of your life's purpose, is to teach people about your path and how you've overcame these burdens and had to tap into that more empathetic, loving energy with your communication. All right. So Archangel Shamuel is coming through. So you have your whole spirit team around you with that Judgment card. You have Archangel Sandalphon, you have Archangel Haniel, Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Ariel. They're all around you. We have the Angel of Time, Temperance around you. You are loaded with angels in the month of August, helping you to relight that flame within your soul, to face that dark energy. All right, Libra, so that is your August monthly energy. Thank you for watching, and blessed be.